everyone. So I am not wealthy, far from it actually. A couple of months ago when I was going to post my next YouTube video, my laptop stopped working. So that said I had to save my little coins until I had enough money to buy a new laptop, and here it is. And just in case this should ever present an issue again, I also brought an iPad that I can do these YouTube videos on as well. So in a couple of days I'm going to post the video, the one that crashed my laptop, and I want you to please watch it, just to be nice please, because I did have to buy a new laptop and a new iPad just to be able to do that video. So please watch it. Just put it on when you're doing dishes or doing your laundry or in the shower or something like that. I listen to podcasts when I'm in the showers, so it would be great if you could listen to that video that crashed my laptop in a couple of days when I post it, just because it made me have to stop doing my YouTube videos. That said, let's get started with today's Aritzia haul. So the first item is the Wilfred Technique dress in linen. This is the light birch color, and I thought that this style was simple enough that I can just throw it on for a 5-minute outfit. I'm very big on 3 to 5 minute outfits these days because I want to look cute, but unfortunately a lot of time I just don't have a half an hour just to put on my clothes, not to mention everything else that we have to do to get ready. So this Technique dress comes in the poplin style, and it also comes in the linen style, and between both of the different styles it's like 20 different variations or something crazy like that. So I can tell they're really pushing this dress, and for a good reason. It's simple enough. The v-neck doesn't go too low. It has the smocking in the back, which helps gather you in the back, but in the summer sometimes we get sweaty, so our bodies expand a little bit, you get a little bit puffy in the heat. It's just possible. So it's nice to have that smocking in the back so it can move with your body properly and give you that breathability. So I think this is a very versatile dress, and I'm really happy that I finally got it. So next I got the Wilfred Ember dress. Now this one, when I first saw it, I was pretty apprehensive about it. One, because it only came in 2 dark colors, but I'll talk to you guys more about the colors a little bit later. And 2, because growing up, whenever we would see this kind of style, people would make jokes that it was like pregnant dress or pregnant shirts or pretty much anything that billows out like that. People would have different insinuations about what it meant. I don't think it has to have a deeper meaning than it just being a piece of clothing that looks cute and isn't very gripping towards your body. So that said, I was like, you know what, just try it on, and it's perfect. You don't have to wear a bra with it, which is really big news, because anything that a spaghetti strap, anything that shows your shoulders, anything that's low cut, this usually presents, or many times can present, an issue in terms of what are you going to do about a bra. So it's perfect that you don't have to wear a bra with this. This is a size 6. I wear a size 34D, and I feel like even if I was 1 cup size bigger, this would still fit. So there's more room than it looks like in it, and the straps, although they are thin, it's still comfortable enough to pull you up and give you the support you need. So now we have the Wilfred dress, the Ember Wilfred dress again, in the color pale agave green. So this is what I was talking about in terms of color. That black one that I just showed you guys, that only happened because this one fits so well. I tried this one on first when I saw the print. I was excited about the print because we all know that Aritzia doesn't do a lot of prints. They do a few, and in the upcoming videos that I have for you, I'm going to show you guys the few prints that I'm talking about. But that to say, I was really excited about a cute little print, and this minty green light agave color, it's actually more flattering than I thought it would be on an orangey yellow undertones such as myself. So the fit was so good that I couldn't say no, and the fact that I don't have to wear a bra was really what did it for me in these dresses. Anything from Aritzia that you can be a 34D and not wear a bra with, please continue to point me in that right direction, everybody, because that's what I need in my life. Self-supporting pieces of clothing. That's perfect. So now we have the Wilfred Linden dress in the color Harbor Navy. So when I first got this, you guys, I thought it was something really strange going on. I played around with the zipper, I'm not even joking, for an hour because I was so disappointed. This is the second time that there's been an extreme issue with the zipper from a Wilfred item. The devotion skirt from Wilfred also has the same problem, and a lot of the reviews on the website, not all of them, some people have luck with it, but some of the items from Aritzia have very stiff zippers, so stiff in the worst way. So you have to unzip, zip, unzip, zip, and then when you zip it just perfect, everything is fine. But just so you guys know, if you guys have ever had weird situations with the zipper, you're not the only one. Me too, and I mean that in the worst way. It looks absolutely insane when the zipper is bulging and waving and just it's doing cartwheels. It looks crazy. So when you zip it just right, so just, you know, take an extra moment. So this might not be the thing that you can put on, and you can put it on for one of your 5-minute outfits, but I'm just saying, I just want to point out to you guys that you're not alone if you guys have been having weird issues with the zipper. Me too. Alright, so after ranting and raving to you guys about a zipper, I got the same dress in the color Sweet Pea Purple, which is pretty much a pink. I held it against all of my other Aritzia items in the color pink, and it's leaning very, very pink. You can hardly tell any purple, and it's also in the gingham print. Sorry about the noise going on upstairs, everybody. The building that I live in is a little bit tragical, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I'm grateful to have a home, so an apartment home. That said, you guys, this dress is absolutely beautiful. It's like so 1950s inspired, both of them, so I had to get it in 2 colors, not just one. It's so flattering and it's self-supporting as well, so that was a very big deal for me. I'm very into anything that can support itself, so I have less going on in terms of underwear lines, bra lines, whatever the case may be. I don't need one with this dress. It does, and most of these dresses that I've shown you and I'm gonna show you do have pockets. I know a lot of people make a big deal out of dresses and skirts having pockets. I am extremely indifferent to pockets on dresses and skirts. I don't know why, they just don't mean much to me, but for those who do, most of these ones have it. Alright everybody, and that's construction happening upstairs. I think that goes without saying, right? So the next thing I have is the Wilfred bergamot dress in the color Lemonade. This one came in white as well, and there you go. This is a princess dress. This is exactly like a Disney princess dress. I'm gonna talk loud every time the construction's going on upstairs, okay? This is not my regular indoor voice. So it is a beautiful princess dress. All of these ones are princess dresses to me. I wanted really long dresses this go around because of the fact that I think that long dresses are just so more fanciful, you know what I mean? Like, they have more fabric, so they draw a lot of attention in a positive way, I would say. And not to mention, there are, in my experience, unfortunately, sometimes there are certain people who will tell you that your outfit is making them uncomfortable, and by that they usually mean the length of it. They don't say that part. That's the silent part that they don't say. So whenever I go places, or just, you know, just to be on the safe side, I wanted to choose some longer options, and I have some shorter options, don't worry. other categories. And I don't believe that it's my job or anyone else's to make other people comfortable with the things that we wear on our bodies, but if I do have the option, it would be nice to have the option to be able to wear something where I know there's not going to be somebody saying, you know, that's a short dress, you know what you know the stuff that they do, you know what I'm talking about. So it would be nice to have some options where that probably won't be the case. So next, I have the best piece of clothing on Aritzia's entire website. I'm not even joking. This is the Pertinent dress by Babaton, and I got all 3 colors that it comes in. They need to make more colors, you guys. This is a dupe for a $600 dress, the Proenza Schuler dress, I believe. So I'm gonna try to find that dress and show you guys just what I mean. I know that Mango and Zara are doing a similar one to this right now as well, but this one is the best dupe on the market, 1/3 the cost of the Proenza Schuler one, and it is definitely by far the best thing on Aritzia's website. It is so nice. It is so pretty. This dress was actually the one that kicked off all of these dresses that you guys are seeing in this video. I was like, okay, well, I obviously need more long dresses from Aritzia because that's where it's at with the dresses. This one made me obsessed with dresses. Alright, so next I have the Babaton Pertinent dress again in the light birch check pattern. So you guys, this is unbelievable. It is so nice. I'm so happy that I tried it. I was a little bit apprehensive because, to be honest with you guys, I've never been much of a dress person as an adult. My mom and my grandma always used to put me in dresses as a child, and I don't know what happened. I didn't, when they stopped dressing me, I stopped wearing dresses. But because dress is the root word in the word dressing, so you know, how smart of me, right? That to say, everybody, I just decided, you know what, it would be nice to incorporate some different things that I haven't been wearing into my wardrobe, and why not try a few dresses. And I just got very fortunate that the very first dresses that I decided to try on were, again, the best dresses on Aritisa's entire website. So next I have the Babaton Pertinent dress again in the color black. So you guys know that I don't really gravitate towards a lot of black or white clothing because I'm just so much into color these days. Why do black or white when I could do anything else? That's usually my motto, but I wanted to make sure that this one wasn't going to be see-through, so I put it on the moment that I brought it, or the moment that it arrived in the mail. I just walked outside just to check that it wasn't going to be see-through, because weird enough, sometimes dark clothing can be see-through more than you would think it would be. And some guy says to me, it's a beautiful day in New York City. So you guys, it was the dress. It was the dress. I do believe it was the dress. And he's right. This dress is really, really, really nice. You can wear your bra with it, a regular bra with it, and it's really long, so it's giving you coverage. But I got a compliment just stepping outside to make sure that it wasn't see-through. So this is the best dress. I can keep going on about it. It's so nice. I take no issue with it. I can't think of one single thing wrong with this silhouette of dress. So you guys, it's the best thing ever. So next I wanted something casual, very casual, but still flattering and fitted, because for some reason casual many times means misshapen and, you know, a little bit sloppy looking. To be honest with you, that can kind of be the innuendo when we think of very, very casual as possible. And instead of a 5-minute or a 3-minute outfit, this one for me is going to be a 1-minute outfit, literally. I just have to find, because I know that a lot of Aritzia's tank tops and tank top dresses, for whatever reason, they have a very low armhole. So I figured that I have to buy a triangle bra. I've never worn triangle bras. I like bras that have coverage on the side, but for the very low armholes that Aritzia does, for whatever reason, I'm really not sure why their clothing has such low armholes, but they do. So I'm gonna have to find a bra that doesn't have any bra coverage on the side. Basically, you're giving side tata, you know? So, and it makes absolutely no sense for a casual piece of clothing, but I'm gonna go with it. So I'll see what happens. So next I thought, when do I ever find something that's casual but it's not absolutely sloppy looking again? Yes, I had this thought more than once, because I don't know why, but casual always just means, you know, hide your body, don't flatter yourself. And I don't think that casual should have to mean that. So I think that this still has a nice shape to it, but you can just throw it on in 1 minute and go about your day. But you don't have to look like you're wearing a potato sack. So I think that shapes like this are quite nice, so that you can just get dressed as quickly as possible, but you don't look like you're covering or hiding yourself, I should say. You're covered, but you're not hidden. So I really like to, you know, embrace what God gave me and what I worked for in the gym. So I think that some of these items that I've shown you guys, actually I believe that all of them can flatter your body without you know, going too much in either extreme of whichever direction, you know, too much potato sack or too much, like, you know, bodycon club dress. I think that all of these have a shape that's somewhere in the middle. So next, speaking of things with unusually and unnecessarily low armholes, I got one of their 100% cotton tanks. This one is called the Babaton Babaton Discern tank, and I got it in the dark navy white stripe. This one happened because I was looking through my wardrobe and I realized not only do I not have a 100%, I don't have very many 100% cotton tops, which is very important for breathability on these really humid days. It doesn't even always have to be summer. Humidity, my bad, can happen any time of year, and even whether it's humidity in the spring, fall, winter, summer, on those humid days you're gonna want to wear breathable fabrics. So it's really important to have at least a few breathable fabric options. But not just that, you guys, I noticed that most of my wardrobe consists of crop tops, and it's nice to have some longer options, some options that no matter how you move your body aren't going to be cropped. So please point me in the direction of some more options like that. So next, because Aritzia does not offer very many 100% cotton tops, I got the Babaton Discern top again, but this time in the color black. And by the way, I know some of you guys are probably thinking, well, what about the home stretch line? That's what I'm talking about. None of those are 100% cotton. Oh my gosh, it would be so embarrassing if I'm saying that so definitively and I'm wrong, but I did check the tag. All the home stretch items that I have, and all of the same type, the ones by Sunday Best, the Best Hug, those are also not 100% cotton. And yes, that small amount of elastane or stretch that's usually under 10% makes a really big difference in breathability for different type of weather conditions. So it's really nice to have a few options that are 100% cotton. And because I'm looking for something more versatile, that's also why I wanted it to be longer than the regular crop top style that I go for, because I've also been wearing and more interested in low rise and mid rise pants options. So it's nice to have longer shirts if I'm going lower on the rise of the pants. So the next thing that caught my eye was the Artisan crepe short in the color dark night navy. Crepe is the fabric that it comes in, which you guys know is basically a fancy word for polyester. They also come in a linen fabric as well, but I don't know if those are 100% linen. So either way, it's not 100% natural fabric. I could be wrong about the linen, but I'm pretty sure on those specific linen ones I'm not. Anyway, they're shorts and they are relatively loose, so that's providing some breathability anyway. I've never been much of a short person in my life, just like I haven't been for the dresses that I was showing you earlier in this video. But now that I'm the most comfortable with my body type that I've ever been in my entire life, I feel more comfortable trying things that I otherwise wouldn't have, like dresses and like shorts, things that can kind of highlight certain parts of your body that I wasn't necessarily comfortable with before. So now that I'm the most comfortable with it that I've ever been, I'm really excited to start wearing some more shorts. So this is one of my first pairs, and in my opinion, they're kind of short. Aritzia does have shorter shorts than this, but who wears short shorts? Now I do. So next on my mission to have short shorts, I got the crepe fabric of the Artisan shorts in the color folio brown. I thought a lighter neutral color would be nice as well to have. And what drew me in about this specific style, that also come in a full-length pants as well. This is a style that I've noticed that they're really pushing as well. Just this elastic band with the drawstrings, which is nice. And if you don't want to use the drawstrings, what you can do is undo the bow and then tuck in the strings into your pockets, because they come with pockets. I do find pockets to be pretty functional on pants, shorts, and you know, things that are not dresses and skirts. Again, I don't know why they're so necessary on dresses and skirts, but for those of you who feel so strongly about it, I respect that too. Anyway, I think in terms of a person such as myself who is a little bit newer to wearing short shorts, I think something a little bit looser, such as the Artisan style, and there are several other styles from Aritzia, such as the lodge short. Some of these kind of styles that are looser are just a little bit more comfortable for people who are newbies with shorts. So for that reason, I would recommend. So next I got the Artisan short in the crepe, the exact same thing as the first two that I just showed you, but this time in the color black. Now if you're wondering why I chose 3 in the same fabric as opposed to at least going for one of that linen blend that I was telling you about, it's because of the fact that, again, I'm so focused on 3-minute outfits and 5-minute outfits, and anything, even if it's just a blend of linen, is gonna require a good steamer, and you're gonna have to do some fabric spray, some starch, and that's all fine and well when I have time for that kind of stuff. But in terms of really quick outfits, when it's sweltering hot, when you just have to get out of the house, you don't have time, something that is more likely not to need to be steamed or ironed is a really great option if you have a choice. So that to say, that's why even though I'm focused on natural and breathable fabrics, I also have to consider my time as well. I wanted to show you guys the black and the dark night navy next to one another. This is them, and I think that they're both different enough to justify having both. Alright everybody, I hope everyone enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I brought anything cute, anything nice. Let me know. The next video is coming very soon. Take your phone, go over to Instagram, go spam like some of my posts, please, turn me up. And I want to put a face to the name of the people who watch my videos. That's really cool to do. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, and when I post the video that broke my laptop in a few days, when I post that for you, that broke my old laptop, please watch it. Just to be nice, it would be so cool if you would do that. So I'm gonna see you guys in the very next video. Bye!